was really loud for me. Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of This Week in Eorzea, the only Final Fantasy XIV podcast hosted by me, Debbie, and this beautiful person, Pyra.
Oh, no, you.
Aw,
Hi. Happy
thanks.
Monday.
Yeah, happy Monday, everyone, and thank you for being here. Sorry we weren't here last week. It was Canadian Thanksgiving, so I was busy hosting and eating, and Pyra was just coming back from a con?
Yeah, New York Comic Con, man, took me out. So, between that and, of course, Thanksgiving for Debbie, it was like, you know what? Maybe we deserve a day to do nothing.
And a Monday, no less. But we are back, we are better, so we can get right into it. There is a lot of news going on right now. So let's hope we can cover all of it today and get to chat a little bit about the patch that came out 2 weeks ago now. Is it already 2 weeks tomorrow?
Yeah, it's 2 weeks tomorrow, somehow. I don't know when that happened.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, we got a bunch of stuff on the lodestone. Let's talk about it, starting with way back on October 7th, the Chronicles of Light releasing. What is this?
Chronicles of Light. My brain is also like half mushy today. That is like their little spin-off? Is spin-off the right thing to say about it?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's right. It's like a collection of little Final Fantasy XIV short stories. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's got stories from kind of the Endwalker days, and I believe we announced this before because they keep coming out with them. But Volume 2 was just on sale as of October 7th. So it's available now if you want to purchase it and get yourself some kind of like nice, it's just like IRL side quest kind of situation, I guess, because you could have like a physical copy side story. So
you could read your kid bedtime stories, and it's interesting for you because it's Final Fantasy XIV. So win-win, I guess. Plus, it's got pretty picture.
Yes, I mean, if nothing else, like the extra pretty art, like
yeah,
never a bad thing.
Okay, a new season of Crystalline Conflict has begun, and with that is a change to the logistical data center for Crystalline Conflict. So right now, if you're playing in North America, your new logistical data center is Crystal. So that's where you would queue for ranked matches. I have hopes and dreams to do it sometime.
Yeah,
we're on both. We're on Twitch and YouTube. I'm gonna give it a try. It's like a soft launch. So if you prefer to watch over on Twitch, because you're maybe subscribed or whatever, then you can do that too. So are you Crystalline Conflicting? I think I ask this every time, but
yeah, I haven't in a long time. I will say I feel like when CC came out, I was like getting really heavy into it, and I kind of took a break. And I don't know, I feel like once I get out of this like heap of content on my doorstep that I really need to get through, like I wouldn't mind sitting down for some extra PvP to try my luck.
I mean, you get like tomes and stuff for it. It counts towards your mom stones, so
you could level with it. What's your go-to PvP class?
I'm Paladin. I was never really good at PvP, and so I decided after a year or two when I was going to start doing it consistently to level, that I needed to pick a class and stick to it in order to get good and get that muscle memory. And so I went Paladin, and I've never changed it. So what about you?
That's fair. Funny enough, me, it's Dragoon. So I'm not a melee. I am like, I don't want to say anti-melee. I really dislike melee in PvE content. It's just not for me. I'm a caster main. That's kind of where my comfy zone is. But in PvP, there's something about Dragoon I really love. There's something about that, like...
It's the jumping on people's heads, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, totally. It's the, wait, you thought you were getting away from me? Wee!
Yeah.
Jumping right to them thing. So, yeah. If I go in, that's definitely going to be the class I jump in on.
Fair enough. What about anyone watching? Let me know. The crossover celebration screenshot sweepstakes is ending on next Monday. So what is all this? What is all this?
So of course, I think every time they do some sort of like crossover event situation, they're gonna do a screenshot contest, and so this is really nothing different from that. And there's some cute little events, or not events, cute little prize options that you may be able to get. They're gonna randomly select 2,500 total winners from all the qualifying entries, and you can get a cute little prize potentially. So the Arm and Choker, Great Paraserpent, Modern Aesthetic Strife, or the Noble Barding.
Yeah, these are rewards that are usually only available when it comes to contests like this. So definitely, it is a little something to get your hands on one of these. There are a great number of rules, usually involving making sure that your character name and server information and the time and date are on the screenshot that you take. So make sure you check out the official rules for full information. I clicked on it a moment ago. It is like ages of text. I would get old reading it, so we're not going to do that. But
one huge thing about this contest versus previous ones, you can enter on X or Bluesky. It is not only Twitter/X, whatever you want to call it. So they're finally starting to use Bluesky a little bit more, which is great because, as some of y'all may know, X is not the best platform out there. So having a second option is kind of nice.
It really is, considering I don't use X anymore. I only use Bluesky, so yeah. All Saints Wake has already begun? Wait, what day is it today? Oh my god, it's the 20th.
It started Friday, so it's not super late.
Okay.
This at least is only a few days.
I've seen some of the mounts around though. Really cute. So where does it let's click on this. Where does it start?
Oh, Makedo's amphitheater as usual.
As usual.
As usual. They didn't change it up on us this time. And the coolest, cutest little mount. It's essentially our pumpkin butler, but minion turned into mount form.
Apparently it spits candy.
I've seen screenshots, and I still haven't gotten mine yet because I prioritized some other stuff this weekend. But I need it. I need it now.
Hey, it is limited time. If you don't grab it before All Saints Wake ends, you're gonna have to pay for it next year if you want it.
Hey.
Don't be a Debbie. Make sure you pick it up. I'm always going to be the cautionary tale.
Yeah.
Optional items.
Now you know.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Speaking of buying it at the online store later, there are a couple of new optional items. I think I have this. I have like 15 tabs open. We've got now. This is a glam from a dungeon, from a boss in a dungeon.
Yes. So this was oh gosh. Now my brain is starting to give up on me of the dungeon name. I have to Google it. Lapis Manalis.
Oh, hey, that one! I was trying to think of it during map night, and I just couldn't think of the name either.
Yes, Lapis Manalis. So a lot of people, myself included, fell in love with this outfit when it came out. And yeah, they finally have it as a 4-piece optional attire set on the Mog Station. The Final Fantasy Online store. It's still going to be the Mog Station. Don't have it.
The Mog Station is something different.
I know, but it used to, never mind. We won't get into that. We're not talking about it.
There you go. We're not talking about it. They also have the costume from last year, which is what we were just talking about, which was the event award for last year. And an authentic flying pumpkin. Now, these are the items from last year that you can now buy, but they also have previous year's event items up as well. So you can check those out. The Eorzean Symphony, we've talked about that before. This is... Now, are they still advertising the one in Japan?
Yes, so this is still the one in Japan, and the player exclusive ticket applications, I think, just closed yesterday, if I'm not mistaken.
Sunday
Player
the
exclusive
19th.
drawing, yes. So winner notification should be, so yesterday was the last day you could sign up. However, the winner notification should be next Thursday, the day before Halloween. So October 30th should be
Okay.
when that gets announced. So if you've applied,
if you applied for tickets for the symphony in Japan, you'll find out if you're a winner or not on the day before Halloween. I wish I lived that kind of lifestyle where I could be like, yeah, I'll just put in for a ticket lottery. Yeah.
Same. I'm gonna save my luck for FanFest.
The furnishing design contest. Now, I could spend way too much time on this. I watched Mione talk about it for over an hour. I don't know if anyone else did, going through, like, not even all of them. But there are some absolutely crazy furnishing designs that have been submitted. And some of these are absolutely amazing. Have you seen some of these?
I haven't done an extensive look through, but like a few people tagged me in some of them, and they look fun. Some of these, the 14 community is so freaking creative. Because some of these, it's like it's genius. It's like I would have never in a million years thought of this. I want to really just look at all of them because there's so many really cool ones.
Yeah, even if you just put it in the background and watch Mione, he's a sweetheart. He goes through so many of them. There are just so many. And the thing with these is that they do this on occasion, and they just kind of keep all these designs in their back pocket. So they make the disclaimer that not all of these designs could potentially make it into game because they have to worry about logistics and maybe copyright issues or that sort of thing. But they will take advantage of these designs at every opportunity in order to save themselves the mental hassle of having to come up with unique designs on their own, right? Clearly people are excited for these, and it's easier to give us what we want than to come up with something different. So super exciting.
I mean, it's like, to me, it's also like a celebration of how creative the 14 fandom, like, and fan base is. Like, even if this is as far as it goes, like, you just like, hey, it's on the website, and like, you got one of your in-game prizes. Like, that is just so cool to think that, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a showcase of like a highly creative fan base, and like, I'm all for it.
Yeah, so if you get the opportunity to check it out, go through all of them. Like I saw Mione do it. I could spend an hour pulling all of these up and talking about them. So it's definitely worth taking a look at. Some people are also incredible artists because these are all like the designs they submitted, and some of them are like really well rendered and well drawn. Like, people put a lot of time and thought into it. I gotta just like stop. But like the mighty Scree fountain, come on. Come on. It's got my heart already.
I love the Yan, like, whatever it is, like the playground, kids playground, like right on thing. It's like just taking the cutest trauma in the game and turning it into an outdoor furnishing.
I gotta force myself to stop. But check it out. The link is on the lodestone. Worth looking at all of them. Such amazing, talented people. We have an announcement about the next letter from the producer live. Like, oh my god, we just got a patch, but they're going to talk about patch 7.4, part 1, and what's going to be expected in that on Halloween. Well, 4 a.m. Pacific on Halloween. So
very early Halloween.
If you're willing to get up super early and then stay up super late, it's fine. But it's available on YouTube, on Twitch, and on the Japanese streaming service if you want to watch it live. Otherwise, they usually keep these broadcasts on YouTube, so it's very easy to go back and watch it at a normal human time.
I will say, too, there is speculation, which is purely speculation, but there is speculation that this PLL will also be when they announce more details for FanFest tickets.
Yeah.
I know I am personally probably going to be too excited to not wake up at luckily that's 7 a.m. my time. So I'm probably going to be sitting there watching it, maybe doing a watch party if I have the energy. But yeah, I feel like we're gonna get somehow a lot more information about new things to come at that patch 2 or that PLL 2.
Absolutely. They're going to do probably kind of a rough timeline of what all of patch 7.4 is, and then they're going to elaborate more on that on the second part. So it'll be interesting to see what makes it into 7.4 and what that was promised in this expansion we have to wait until 7.5 for. Is there anything you're hoping will come sooner rather than later?
Oh, in the patch stuff? Literally, I am so blind to there's so much content right now that I'm trying to get to that the only thing that's I hope for is just FanFest. I'm so obsessed with it. I'm like, I want to know if I get to go to FanFest. Yoshi P, please help me get a lottery ticket for FanFest because last time I could not. So
no,
that's me.
That's fair. That's fair.
How about you? Are you looking for anything?
You know, I want to say Beastmaster. Ooh, yeah. I'm not holding out hope because I'm pretty sure that's going to be 7.5, but the sooner that comes, the better. But that being said, I am feeling the same as you right now. I'm like, okay, Yoshi, go take a vacation or something for a couple of weeks because I need to catch up. I haven't even finished doing everything I've wanted to do from patch 7.3, and now you're announcing patch 7.4. Yeah. So I can't right now.
Especially those of us that working a full-time job and also creating content. It's like trying to keep up. It's like trying to juggle so many things in the air at once. It's like it's a good problem to have, though.
Well, yeah, right. I mean, it's really you can't complain about eating good, right?
Yep.
Another Pulse. It seems like every week or two we're talking about another Pulse release. I'm
not mad about it.
Remix album Volume 2 Deluxe Edition is now available to purchase.
Yeah. Yep. So we'd already had I believe this is both this Volume 2 Session 1 and Session 2 kind of combo plattered into one. So there is 15 songs total. So a pretty good mix. A pretty good amount of songs on this album.
I mean, the songs are really fun. If I'm sitting at my computer doing some work, I might throw on Pulse. Or I have a couple of their songs from the last one on my gym list and stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, really, really fun. They are remixes of in-game songs, and they're I think usually much faster, much more dancier.
Yeah, it's an EDM remix, and I believe they usually bring in some third-party artists to come and remix them, and so it's got a nice upbeat kind of mix to the tracks.
And duty commenced. Oh my god. Okay, so the next one is 2 days from now, Wednesday. So there's always a showcase for community commendations, and there's always giveaways. And this one has a special guest. It is Wednesday at 3 p.m. on the Twitch channel. And what are they giving? Oh, they're giving away table light pesas and fugas.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
I wanted the Namazu, but chances are I'm gonna end up with this. We have Namazu at home, and this is Namazu at home. Yeah. No,
Namazus are best, but pesas and fugas, they're still great. They're amazing.
I would still take it, yeah. So if you want a chance of getting one of your own, all you do is tune into the broadcast. Now, I don't want to lead anyone astray, but the last couple of ones I've watched, they've done the giveaway at the very, very end of the episode. So if you don't want to watch the full couple of hours, if you just tune in at the end, that's probably when they're doing the giveaway. But that being said, I'm going to say something like that, and they're going to do it right in the middle, and everyone's going to be angry at me, so... if you can always just have it up like muted in the background and then just keep glancing over every now. But no, it is fun. They usually do in-game activities and they're usually recapping the news and stuff recently. So watch it if you can. Is that all of the lodestone? I think that's all of the lodestone.
That is all the lodestone.
Oh my god, we made it through the lodestone.
2 weeks of lodestone.
That being said, so there was a couple of events. There's a couple of is there a con season? Is con season a thing?
Yes, technically. I feel like there's so many cons lately that it's like all over the place, but I feel like August through October is particularly con heavy.
Fair. Because there was a con this past weekend in... Oh, I'm going to mess this up. What state was it again?
Missouri.
M-O. Missouri. We had a conversation about state acronyms before this, and as a Canadian, I fail. I don't know how M-O is Missouri, but it is, and that's where this was. A lot of people got together for some Final Fantasy stuff. Right? Oh my god. I was looking at the pictures today at work, and it looks like people just had a crazy fun time.
Yeah.
Crazy fun time.
And like, so this is the second year that it's happened. And one thing with Gateway Fate 2 is that like they started getting some bigger creators in the mix too. Like, of course, right there, Rook or Rookery. I know Frosty from like Bog Talk came down. Of course, I feel like there are creators who went to TwitchCon instead because it was the same weekend. But it just, the Gateway Fate was made on, it's a completely fan-run, fan-made Final Fantasy event. And it's mostly Final Fantasy XIV, but they say it's a Final Fantasy XIV and Final Fantasy event. They do kind of celebrate all Final Fantasies. But it just seems like a lot of people came out and had a really good time. Like, I knew people flying in from all over the place going to this event.
And then they had this, like, I've never been to a con, but they had these little ribbons you can put on your badges to, like, support different causes. And yeah.
Some people like get like do trades, like badge ribbon trade-offs or things like that. A giant screen.
God. I just look at these pictures and I feel like maybe I've missed out on something.
I feel the same, where it's like somebody asked me at New York Comic Con, another Final Fantasy mutual in the space, like she had asked if I were going, and I'm like, ugh, no, but I kind of wish I would one of these years. Like, even though it's only 2 years old, it seems pretty fun. Like, they have a lot of panels and like contests and just like a lot of fun things.
Yeah, they had a bunch of panels, and so if you don't want to miss out, there's another one like this coming weekend in, where did you say KupoCon is in?
KupoCon, Vancouver?
Not Vancouver.
Not Vancouver.
Montreal.
God, I think they do have one in Vancouver. Oh, it's next year. Next year it's in Vancouver. Okay. That's what I was getting. But this one is like zoom out of Final Fantasy XIV. This is a fan-run Final Fantasy fan event, so it does cover more than just 14, of course. But it's another fan-run one, and this one's actually been going on for like years now. It feels like since 2017, and they've gone all over between the United States, London, UK, and Canada. So this is like a multinational fan-run event.
Wow. So if you don't want to miss out, and you do live near to Quebec, I don't. It's like a 9-hour flight for me, but you have the opportunity. And then we're going to be looking at really nice pictures of it next week, being like, I wish I had the ability to just kind of fly out to Quebec.
Of course. I know, I'm looking it up now for laughs, because I do live on the East Coast, which isn't doxing, because a lot of people know I live on the East Coast. And I'm like, how far of a drive would that be? And then it's like, 13 hours. Ugh. Okay.
That's a little much. They also have London next February, the Destination Con.
London, Canada, or London, England?
Oh, hey, that's a really good question. I assume
I've been to London, Ontario.
No, it is London.
London. Got it.
So yeah, I feel like that's kind of maybe my next step in Final Fantasy 14 is to eventually go to a con. I've never been to any con for anything.
We need to change that.
Maybe I need to give it a go, because I see all these people having a really great time, and people who are really excited about. That's the big thing. It's like people who are really excited about the game getting together, whereas like if you go onto a forum on our online site, then you're getting people who are not always as happy with the game. So it's nice to see people getting together who are really happy with the experience and getting to talk about that.
As someone who's gone to cons for years, like at least since 2018, 2017, on top of also like doing things around Final Fantasy at cons, the one thing I will say is like, if you want to feel like you're part of a community in the most positive and like amazing way possible in person, it's at a con. Like there is something so magical to like being at those spaces and being able to pick conversations with people that you've like never met before, but you all kind of bond over the same love of gaming or the same love of a certain game. Like there's something really magical to it. So 10 out of 10 would recommend. Depending on the con. but
just like down the emergency beforehand and you're fine.
Oh yeah, totally. I did that before New York Comic Con, and knock on wood, did not get sick.
Okay. Then what else? We have a bit of a community check. This is kind of like a bit of a Discord plug here. We can link it in the Eorzea Discord. My Discord, we're having a costume party. I don't know if your Discord is doing anything like this. So yeah, it's like a costume contest, rather. Sorry, a contest. Information is in Discord. If you've got like a screenshot. I do the same thing that the 14 people do, though, is insist that people date it and stamp it so that like I know it's not the screenshot you were really happy with 5 years ago that you're submitting now. So yeah. But check it out. Top prize is a Yan mount. So okay. What I intend, there's different categories and stuff too. What I intend to do is like have IRL friends and family do the final judging, so they're completely unbiased. So it's not going to be me personally judging all of them. I'm going to create like a list of like top entries and then have someone completely uninvolved make the final decisions.
Nice.
Do you have anything Halloween-y going on anywhere you want to plug?
Yeah, so almost the same. It's a Halloween screenshot contest. So very like Halloween glam inspired. Also like use your world to, you know what I mean? Like kind of the glam, and also like how well of a screenshot can you take? Like, are you in front of just a gray background, or like are you going to like certain zones or like dungeons to try to make it thematic? So yeah, I do like my prices are just Gil. But yeah, it's just a nice small contest. I haven't done one yet on my server, so just posted it last week. But
so how about we enter like links to both in the Eorzean Discord, and then that way people who are fans of the podcast could conceivably enter both.
And if you haven't heard, we have a Discord. Clearly, you should join it.
you should join it. Information like this is going to be posted there. What is it? I guess it's the hot topic right now. Hot topic.
topic.
The hot topic, of course, is the patch. Now, we have made some progress in the patch. Presumably, the two items we're going to talk about today are Pilgrim's Traverse and the Monster Hunter Trial. So, yeah, let's start with Pilgrim's Traverse. So this is the big one that Yoshi P is really desperate for us to give him feedback on. He instituted the quantum. He wants to know what people think in terms of it being balanced. Like, is it casual friendly and exciting for a medium player and challenging for a hardcore player? As a hardcore player, what did you think?
I honestly enjoyed it a lot. I mean, some of the dungeon bosses too really made you have to like think and pay attention and be on your toes. Some of it was hard. Like some of it was like actually pretty difficult. But I enjoyed it. I mean, I cleared through floor 100. I haven't cleared a quantum yet, but I don't know, like this it felt like certain mechanics didn't feel so unique, but it felt fresh enough. Like it felt like there was enough like variance to all the different like elements that was like a lot of fun. What about you, Debbie?
Yeah, so I was more casual. I've only made it to floor 60, but I will be doing it again this week and hoping to clear it. I had such a good time. Especially with the lower floors, the effects and stuff you can get from the candles are so fun and so varied. Like, there's one that gives you super speed, so you're like zipping all around the dungeon. There's one that literally turns you into one of those rolling rocks from Latoya's Relic. Yes, and you can like one-hit kill anything you touch with it. You have to have like a sacrificial person in the party who turns it off so they can open chests and stuff, but you know, so fun. And there's one that gives you a massive regen, like your entire hit point pool worth of hit points back every second. Like there are some really cool effects from hitting those candelabras. And the challenge of the dungeon itself, like in terms of mobs, is not very high. It's more, I think, heaven on high. It's not as hard as Zurika Orthos. And not as punishing, I guess, as Palace of the Dead. So it's kind of heaven on high difficulty, I think I'd like to say. The bosses can be challenging. The Sabotender took me down, and I actually want to watch a guide before I try it again, because there are some mechanics that I still don't really understand. And I saw people posting guides on YouTube, so I'm like, okay, I think I actually kind of want to look this one up, which is a nice challenge. Now, did you get it the first try, or you guys just...
Yeah, so we got everything, I think, the first try. I think we wiped on like the floor 70 boss and then had to redo it or something like that. But yeah, no, most of it, thankfully, we were able to get through. It was to the point though where like I definitely had to be, I think I'm jaded with certain content where I'm like, nah, I'm fine, I'm on my main, it's just, you know, you just park it and go. And like I had to actually like, I died a lot in like the bosses, like especially on Black Mage. I had to like pay attention more than normal, which is like, ooh, okay, that's a part of my brain I haven't had to use in a while. Like,
right?
This is great.
Yeah, there were some really interesting mechanics with the boss, like the quicksand one where you have to stand on the rocks, but then there's a mechanic that forces you to not be on the rocks. Yeah, no, that one was a little bit tricky. I figured that one out by process of elimination. But no, incredibly fun. Now, I haven't gotten to the floor 99, floor 100 situation. How does that work, and how far did you get with that?
Yeah, so floor 99 is the boss. I think floor 100 is literally like the victory lap, like you sit and take a screenshot type of thing. It was pretty fun, and it was like, it was kind of scary. Like, luckily, it felt like that fight was a little victory lap too. Like, I felt like some of the, you know, in a way, and I wonder if that's also like warming people up to like quantum, because quantum boss is the same as the 99 boss in theory. You know, it's the same boss, just different mechanics and level of mechanics. But yeah, no, like it was like a nice solid fight that wasn't super like, where some of the other bosses were a lot faster paced. It felt like it was like the appropriate pace, which, without spoiling too much of Quantum, is the complete opposite of Quantum, which is just so I think they gave you a little bit of like, you did it, okay, now go do Quantum.
Okay, but the benefit of Quantum is that you don't lose your progress, you don't lose the items required to summon it until you pass it. So it's kind of like there's no punishment for giving it a try and failing, right?
Absolutely. And like I almost like gaslit myself too, because you think when you're in the deep dungeons, like, oh no, I can't, like, if we wipe, we're done, and like luckily there's the checkpoints this time, so you don't have to go back to like the beginning floors. But we wiped on Quantum and I almost got so sad, and then I was like, wait a second, this is its own boss, like I don't have to go back, you know what I mean? Like you could just stay in an instance just like a trial, like just like a normal trial would. And it is nice thinking like my group went in, I think it was like Saturday late night or Friday late night or something like that. And it was nice to think that like, okay, we went in without looking at guides, we just kind of like tried it out, and we didn't clear it, of course, so like we got our stuff back, and then we'll try it again the next time we have availability. So it does feel like less stressful in that way too. Like you don't have to like try to get a full lockout worth of time to try to like get it all at once.
Yeah. No, for sure. Like that would be totally intimidating for me to put in those relics, which I mean are random drops throughout Pilgrim's Traverse, and to potentially lose them just because like you have cat aggro or something, like just would be really, really sad. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing, though, too, is I believe all those items are tradable. So one thing that I learned going into it as well is that it only takes... So, for instance, I was the party leader for my group, so it only, like, reserved my items. So, like, for instance, if we needed more, my team could, like, give me theirs. You know what I mean? Like, trade them to me, and then, like, we could put those up. But, like, we only ended up trying... Quantum 15, I guess, is the level. It's like the lowest level you can get like a title or like a reward. I guess it goes up to 40, I think. So we had just tried 15 to get our toes wet with it. But it's nice to see that there is like such a system like that like allows you to do it, but without like the stakes, like really.
Sure, yeah. So speaking of lack of pressure, this one allows you more flexibility when it comes to random parties. So you can go in with a random party for 10 level sets, any 10 levels, from what I understand. And people have been taking advantage of that just with random groups and having like a really fun time. Have you done any random queuing?
Not myself. I have gone in with people, but what about you? Have you tried any of the
I haven't, but a couple of people that I went in with originally have, and they've had a lot of success with it. So it does have mandatory minimum Aether Pool. So for example, if you're queuing floors like 30 to 40, there's a minimum Aether Pool you have to meet before you can queue in, which is actually a really good idea, so that you're not going in with people maybe who have 0 Aether Pool and they're really kind of dragging the fight down. Because we noticed, like, we went from 0 to 60 kind of the first 2 days, and we realized around level 50 through 60 that our Aether Pool was kind of lacking. And we were probably 20 or 30 below what the minimum would have been if we had queued in randomly for it. And you could tell. So it's nice that they have put in those minimums, so you know that the party you're joining is at least a certain percentage powerful, But I find that really handy. What you had mentioned also creates more entrances and exits if you're like saving progress and that sort of stuff too.
No, I think that makes like total sense to that system, like the Aether Pole, because it's the same concept of just like minimum eye level. Like it's not to try to shun people away, but you know, it does put strain on other members of your group if you are at 0-0. Say if you just got a weapon, you know, and then you're on the level like 80. You know, you're in the 80s. Like it does like put a significant strain on like the rest of your group. So it's good to hear that they like have some of those systems in place. Like I truthfully think they thought about all elements of the system before making it this time. Like it does feel very solid in like the planning. Like nothing has felt clunky besides the queuing. I don't know if you dealt with this in a grouped queuing system, but like everybody would clear a slot, and then if you tried to queue but one person didn't do it, everyone had to
delete theirs.
I'm like, that is just such a silly system. But everything else has seemed pretty smooth so far.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much the only things they left in was the fact that we still only have 2 saves. And for fixed parties, you do have to go in with the fixed party unless you convert it to a matched party. So it is still dependent if you're going in with a fixed party that your party can get together to finish it, because this isn't a finish in one night thing, is it? How long did it take you to get the clear?
Oh gosh, I don't even know because we split it up over multiple days. Several hours though. Like I would say even, yesterday we went in for quite a while, me and some friends. Like we had no intention of clearing, but we were just trying to do some like weekly challenge log stuff, because some of the luminous oil, I think it is, you can only get from challenge log, I believe. And we were like, we had wiped like twice, and we had restarted to get a new friend in at some point, and like I think the highest we gotten was level 70, and that was like 5.5 hours in. Of course, I was with a couple wipes in, like resetting for one person, but it was like, you cannot finish it in one night. Like, unless you're really like, I'd say like probably like 6 hours, depending. Oh, Subbode, what are you doing?
What is it?
Oh my gosh.
It's like,
you're not even
like
jobless.
It's like 8 hours, isn't it?
Something like that. Get out of here, Subbode.
Get out of here.
The jobless gamers rise up. You're not even jobless. I know you are. You don't even go here.
Yeah, I mean, we were averaging, like, I think we did 1 through 30 in 2 hours the first time, and then 30 to 60 in 2 hours the last time. So I'm gonna wager, like, it's between 6 to 8 hours, probably.
That feels right. And it depends on your group too, because some groups want to go for efficiency of like just get through the floors. Some groups want to try to get all the coffers for all the not pomanders. Are they pomanders? Like the little thingies.
Yeah.
The items. Yeah.
They might
So,
be
like,
called something
like
different, but in deep dungeons, yeah, they're pomanders.
Yeah.
Oh god, there was a couple of things that you mentioned that I was going to bring up, and now the challenge log. So now they've tied it to the challenge log. There are challenge log entries for Pilgrim's Traverse. I think to be dated, like they're going back and they're adding other deep dungeons to it, but in the meantime it's just Pilgrim's Traverse. And you can get some items tradable in for loot from the challenge log, right? That's what the luminous oil is. Yeah, and it's wild too, because there's a bunch of milestones and it goes all the way to 100. So like if you wanted the maximum challenge log, you technically could do the whole Pilgrim's Traverse once a week and get the maximum amount, which is like, I don't think I'll be doing that, but you know, I'm glad that there's some like shorter milestone options, like, you know, floor 20, floor 50, whatever, etc. Okay, so what have you gotten a bunch of horde, and what is the best item that you've seen picked up, like with you or your party?
I tell you, I've had the worst luck. Literally, I've gotten crap this whole time. I've seen one person get the new hairstyle, which is like the straight hair with the under hair dye, like the highlight is like
Mm.
undertone. The last night I got one and a friend gave me theirs earlier, the parasol. It's like a little flower. It's like a pink flower.
Oh,
I forget what it's
cute.
called. There's a really cute parasol. Some really fun music, like some old, like either I think it's like primals or pulse music. That's kind of what I've gotten. Like my rolls have been kind of garbage. How about you? Have you
Yeah.
seen anything good drop?
I got an orchestrion roll. That's about
Yeah.
it. The rest of it was like the same thing you normally get, like materia or, you know, fireworks or yeah. But yeah, I looked through all the items that you can get via currencies. And some of those are absolutely amazing, like the frog suit and everything. Just amazing. And the mount. So I'm looking forward.
My brain. What is the mount again?
There's like the Sin Eater cage one. And
oh yeah.
You actually, it's got like a throne in it. It looks incredible in game. Not that I've seen it in game at all. So but yeah. Oh, there was one more thing I was going to say. I'm trying to remember what it was with regard to Pilgrim. There's just so much to talk about this deep dungeon. Just final thoughts, I guess, on the deep dungeon.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very happy that we have this content. Like, Deep Dungeon was always fun to me, and it's like something that's like, it's fun, but I kind of do them in short bursts, and like, I'm having a lot of fun in this one. Like, I'm very impressed. Everything from like the visuals to the mechanics, like it makes me want to go back in and grind it, which if there's a grindy piece of content that I'm like wanting to grind, I feel like that's the best case scenario. So like, I'm just excited to keep going back in, honestly.
Yeah, I would love to make it like a standard part of my week, especially if it works really well that you can just like queue in for 10 floors and then keep that save file, and the next time you want to do it, like queue in for another 10 floors. And no, I think that's incredibly, I think he did a good job. He requested our feedback. I'm going to play it a little more before I give feedback, but you said he's found a way maybe of integrating it into game.
Yeah, so once you've completed the 100 floors, and you continue on the quest to like kind of wrap up the quest line, Feul will ask you what you thought, and you get to literally there's like a best, like, yeah, this is great, we want to do this. There's like a I guess so if we have to. Then there's like a do not, like, I don't want to do this again, or please, I want to go home. So I feel like that's the best market research poll that they could have done, is just having Feul ask us, like, what'd you think?
Yeah, no, that's really sneaky. I appreciate that. Like, he found a way to ensure that he gets at least some baseline data from every person who clears it.
Yes. And I can definitely tell people are getting hooked, because like in the corner of my eye, I usually ignore my husband because he's in the same room as I, and he's even in Pilgrim's Traverse right now, which is very funny because we're talking about this, and in the corner of my eye, I'm like, oh, yep, people are still obsessed with it.
Oh, and the music. I gotta stop, but there's so much to talk about. The music is probably the best part about any deep dungeon, really, but Pilgrim's Traverse.
Shadowbringers was such an amazing expansion, and anything that also gives me the nostalgia vibes, like the music was amazing, the visuals were amazing, like you couldn't go wrong. Like there's nowhere to go wrong here.
Yeah. So highly recommend anyone who hasn't already, like, go check this out. If you need help finding a party, go into the Discord. We'll find you a party. Like, there are always people willing to do this content. So if you need help clearing Palace of the Dead to floor 50, which is the only the only non-story based requirement for this, we can help you out as well. So let us know. We got maybe 10 minutes now for the Monster Hunter collab trial. I could have gone on the deep dungeon for another 20 minutes easy, but let's switch over to the other big piece of content that was released with this patch in the Monster Hunter trial. I've done the regular. Have you done the regular and the extreme, or
just the regular?
Just the regular.
So I've only gone through the regular, especially with my time and because I'm so excited for Pilgrims. Yeah, and I come to it with like, just as like a preface to, I have not played any Monster Hunter game.
Yeah.
So I came to it with a very ignorant / big blind spot to just anything Monster Hunter.
Right. And what were your thoughts?
It was a decent fight. Like, I think the setting up for the crossover with the cutscenes was really cute. You could definitely tell they had so much fun with like grilling the steak.
Okay,
and the fact that you could do it again. You could just keep doing it. I'm like, this is amazing. I want this as a remote.
The first day I unlocked it, I did it 4 times. I just kept hanging on that zone, just keep clicking it. I'm like, I needed it recorded. I needed it in different glams. Like I needed it.
I definitely think I took some like mid cutscene screenshots because I was like, oh my gosh, this is so ridiculous. I love it so much.
No, it was really good. And like you said, I haven't played any Monster Hunter either, but I felt invested enough in the story. The cutscenes are really cute. The felines, they're not palicos. Palicos was, I think, someone told me, the first Monster Hunter. These are felines, but they're little cat people. They're really cute. Can't quite figure out if they're like cats with human intelligence or, but they're cute.
Precious.
The fight for me now. This is a more casual perspective. The first time I queued in for this fight, it was like the second week. And I went with another person from the community, and we ended up with a party of maybe people who had never really done it before. And we ended up wiping, I can't remember, 5 or 6 times, 5 at least times. And it was really kind of frustrating as a first kind of view of the fight. It took a really long time, and people were kind of slow to figure out the mechanics. The potions, however, were a godsend, and there's a lot of them. Like, they give you 10 of them, and there was no way, like, even at my worst, I was a healer, even at my worst I couldn't go through more than 5 of them in an attempt. So like, I was bad. Like, don't get me wrong, I did not. I contributed to those wipes, not significantly, but in some small way. I take ownership of that. But there's a lot of them, and they're super nifty. There's a little ding that goes off every time someone uses one, so you hear when not only you use it, but when other people in your party use it. Like, a bunch of people fail the mechanics, and then you just hear like ding 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 ding, and you're like, yeah, okay.
That's like the panic moment. It's just in like dinner bell form, and not just like people screaming ding 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 ding. Oh gosh.
So yeah, I did the fight 2 or 3 times that night. Like, the other ones were better. The other ones got better. I got really unlucky at first. But then you get a couple of things right off the bat. Like, the first time you do the trial, they give you like the mount and something else. And I was like, wow, I feel really rewarded for even just doing this once. But then I pulled up the list of available rewards for it. And after doing it twice, I had enough to get like a piece of armor and something. So, it seems to be that the rewards come really easily. And that's nice about it.
Yeah.
Oh, you get a coffer every time, right? Yeah, that's the other thing, is I got a couple of weapons. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, no, I mean, like, I think that they tried making it pretty approachable this time. Like, the level of difficulty to me felt like a standard trial. I mean, the biggest like props or like pros that I found with this was, unlike Rathalos, you have healers who can heal, which is amazing. Because that was one gripe I had with Rathalos, was it's like, if you queued in as a healer to like even like a trial roulette, you just felt useless. It's like, okay, I guess I'll just keep spamming my one key and adding a dot once in a while. Like, I can't heal. And it actually felt like it had that little Monster Hunter flavor without robbing people of like the Final Fantasy experience too. So like, I liked it. Like, I only did it once, and I don't think it like hooked me as far as like an obsession grind, because I don't know how much of it is my thing, but like, I was pretty satisfied with it. I was like, oh, it's pretty decent.
Yeah, those coffers you get for clearing, I think, are on par with Phantom weapons, the first stage of Phantom weapons. I think they're up in that zone with item level. Yeah.
Is it like 745?
That's what I wanted. Yeah.
I think so, because like I was actually surprised how high level they were. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's really rewarding to do if you feel maybe you've fallen behind with Occult Crescent, or maybe you've got a bunch of classes at 100 and you're looking for some quick, easy weapons to give all of the classes as a base. Like, if you're getting one coffer weapon per attempt, then you just have to clear it like 20 times and you have a weapon for everyone, right? Like,
yeah,
super easy. The Black Mage Hammer, yeah, I kind of want that one.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a hater of the Black Mage Hammer. I was like, wait, listen, and I know I see Prince, I see you, Prince. You're also Black Mage, like fan made, I should say. I don't know. I feel like half the time with Black Mage weapons, I am a snob when it comes to the weapons that we get, and I feel like they're just like, oh, this looks cute, and this looks cute, hammer. And I'm like, what? I'm a caster. I'm not a warrior. Why do I have a hammer?
You haven't been skipping arm day, have you?
I have. So I was a little confused with that, but I was like, hey, I'll get something. I think I got the Dragoon lance first. So I was like, this is like the coolest one to me. I felt like it was like simple, but a little bit of something.
I chose the ginormous Dark Knight sword.
Nice.
Yeah. The ginormous piece of bone. No, I was disappointed by the Warrior's Hammer though. They have like this tiny little axe thing.
And Black Mage gets this giant hammer. It's like, what do I need this for? I'm casting fire.
Yeah. No, I do. If the intent was to make it another way to get current item level weapons for each class without having to do something like a relic grind, I'm all for that. Like that is awesome. Or the tombstones required to get it. Like this is a much faster way, maybe for people who play more casually. Spamming a trial over and over again is a much easier way to gear up than something else. So yeah, I appreciate that. And for me, the fight was challenging enough to be fun, but also doable enough to not be intimidating. So from a casual point of view, I really enjoyed it. Now, hopefully, maybe you can update us in the future if you give Extreme a try and see if it's a little bit more your thing.
I will let you in on a secret. A, yes, I will do that. B, with how much content and like real life stuff lately, I haven't even done the last Extreme trial. Before this, I haven't touched it. Like there just hasn't been time. I'm like, when do I find the time? So I will definitely give this a try, but it's like I'm having a semi-difficult time getting some of this optional content under my belt. That's for sure.
So yeah, you may have realized that there are things we're not talking about today because we haven't been able to even experience them yet. Things like the Yakoi, things like Hildebrand. Like there is a lot. We are eating so well right now, especially like Pyra said, to the experience of a casual player who doesn't have a lot of spare time. Like there's a lot to get through. So let us know kind of in comments and in chat, like, are you a person who's struggling to get through all the content right now? Or are you a person who's like really excited to hear what's coming around the corner on the next PLL because you're waiting for something else? So I'm in the struggling boat personally.
I'm with you. I think part of that for myself too is also like there are a couple games like Phasmophobia is one that I've picked up as like a weekly thing. You know, I spend a few hours in there each week. But in like, you know, I have a static, we do ultimates, so like I'm in through and things like that. It's like there's enough on my plate. I'm not mad about it. I don't need to put more. It's like when you're at a buffet and you don't need to grab another plate when your plate's already full. That's how I'm feeling right now.
Fair. No, I'm feeling that, and I'm still trying to get through Tactics that came out a couple of weeks ago. So on my spare time, I'm playing Tactics. So yeah, and I'm about ready to tap out. I'm gonna get through more Pilgrim's Traverse this week. So a sign up will go up in Discord if anyone wants to join me. I'm gonna give it another go with another like fixed party, see if we can get past floor 60. And then go from there. What are your plans for this week?
I think that sounds like a lot of great plans for this week. Mine this week is I'm gonna do a mix. So we got Fru. We're back on the normal schedule after New York Comic Con. So I gotta get through some Fru prog this week with my static. We're getting back into DSR and T on the weekends. Of course, we are holding open teaching sessions for Ultimates on the weekends. So it's open to anybody who wants to come in, even if you have no Ultimate experience, no experience at all required. If you just want to learn something, we're trying to teach people and just get people through, or at least kind of some prog. And yeah, I'm gonna just try to get more Pilgrim's Traverse in because I'm getting obsessed with it. So that's probably gonna be my weekend, a mix of productive and like no lifing it.
Fair. No, that's fair. There's a lot going on, but we're gonna do our best to stay on top of it. Now that we're kind of back, we're through the holidays. Next week is the last episode before Thanksgiving. Halloween.
Yeah, because
Okay.
Halloween is in 2 weeks.
The Friday.
It's 11 days. So yeah,
So,
next week will be kind of, I guess, pre PLL things as well.
Yeah. And we might be dressing up spoopy.
Yes.
Because we're running out of opportunity to do that. So we might be a little bit in costume next week. No promises. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna at least do something. We're gonna try to be festive here. There might be a little bit of a Halloween-y theme. Yeah. Any final thoughts? How do we wrap this up? Do you got anything you wanted to say but didn't?
I guess we'll just I'll do it. Just wrap the Discord again. We have this week in Eorzea Discord. Links will be below. So definitely, like, if you want to keep the conversation going, come chat with us, and we'll leave all the links for our Halloween costume / screenshot contests in there. So
Absolutely.
come join.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being here and joining me this week. As always, you're a wonderful person to get to chat to, though. Thank you for being here.
Likewise. Thank you, Debbie. And thanks everybody who hung out today.
Yeah. Thank you everyone who joined us on YouTube and now on Twitch. Thank you so much. So it's wonderful to get to see everyone. Give a shout out, like, subscribe in the comments below, post a comment if there's something you wanted to continue talking on. We're going to be here next Monday, same time, same channel, for some more Final Fantasy XIV news and discussion. So stay tuned there. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Take care. Love yourself as much as you love others, and we'll see you in game. Bye.
Bye.